Hey guys, GP Mushrooms. Today I'm going to show you how to put together your all-in-one yellow oyster mushroom kit. Now, the process we're about to use is the cold pasteurization process. It's one of many techniques for growing mushrooms. This is one of my favorite techniques for growing mushrooms. I've been using this technique for well over 15 years now. You can work out in the open. You don't need any special equipment, and you're done within approximately 10 minutes. So as you can see, it's a very good process, and like the hot sterilization process. Uh, in this kit, you're going to receive mushroom substrate. Okay, now this stuff will expand, so you gotta have a decent sized pot. I mean, this is probably a little bit too much of a pot, but a pot works pretty good. You're going to get live mycelium. As you can see, you're getting your yellow oyster mushroom spawn. Now your pH enhancer. And inside this bag is your grow bag and zip tie. A good mixing spoon, that's always helpful. And 2 cups of cold tap water. You don't need any special water for this. All right, let's begin. Okay, the first step is to pour your 2 cups of cold tap water into your pot. Get your pH enhancer. Now, be sure not to get this into your eyes. Prolonged exposure to your skin, if your skin's wet, can cause irritation. I've never had that problem, but definitely watch out for your eyes. I mean, you definitely don't want to get this in your eyes. If you do, chances are you'll probably have to go to a doctor. Okay, pour in your pH enhancer. Now what this does is raises the pH of the water, and it kills off any contamination that might be in the substrate, or in your mycelium, or in the air, because there's molds and yeasts and bacteria. There's forms of bacteria spores in the air that can land on your mushroom substrate and cause contamination. But being the pH is high, this will eliminate most of the problem. Don't get me wrong, something like 98.9% of the time you might get something bad going on. But that's just life. Nothing's perfect, right? Okay, now get this mixed up. And just kind of let it sit and soak for like 5 minutes. That's going to make it a lot easier to stir. And like I said, this mushroom substrate, it will expand on you, but nothing too crazy. I mean, so like I said, this pot was a bit much. I'm used to doing, these kits and 5-pound kits, and this is just my dedicated mixing bowl. All right, I'm gonna walk away for 5 minutes. Okay, it's been a little over 5 minutes. I've already given it a little bit of stir. Now, when you stir this, try to make sure you break it down really good. You really don't want no chunks in there. The whole point of the process is to penetrate the substrate with the water, because it has that high pH to kill off the contaminations. Okay, now that's all stirred up. Go ahead and grab your mycelium. I don't know if you can see that. Now, sometimes it might be solid white. Sometimes it might just look like seed, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Uh, but just watch out for green mold. Sometimes you'll get it. No matter, any mushroom grower will tell you, it's almost 100% impossible to get good stuff. Sometimes bad does get in there. So just check your tube, make sure there's no green mold in there, and it's not drowning in brown liquid. Other than that, it's ready to go. So go ahead and sprinkle in your mycelium. It's basically mushroom seed, right? And there you go. It doesn't take much. The stuff will grow. Well, it'll be ready to fruit in 2 weeks. And let's give it a good mix. If you see any big chunks, go ahead and break the big chunks up. It's perfectly safe to work out in the open. You can touch it with your hands because the pH is high. Okay, now it's all mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and grab my bag and my twist tie, and I'm going to go ahead and bag this all up. All right, I got my bag out. Now, I like to use a wide mouth funnel for this, and I do have like a little scooper, but a lot of people I know will just go ahead and just use their spoon and they'll fill the bag. So I like to prepare the bag by flipping it over just the opening just a little bit, maybe by like an inch, just to help stiffen it up, to stiffen up the opening, to make it a lot easier to put your substrate into the bag. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, I got all my substrate in my bag. As you can see, it's rolled up pretty good. Now go ahead and just pack it in there. You don't have to go super hard, just pack it in there, kind of snug. And make sure the plastic is tight against your substrate. If it's loose, the mushrooms will have a tendency of wanting to grow behind the plastic. Now, if it's tight, it won't do that. Now, of course, twist it up like you would a bread bag. Get your zip tie. Now, make sure you keep it nice and tight. You want it tight against your substrate. I see a lot of people messing that part up. Now, go ahead and put your zip tie on there. Now, when you do your zip tie, push it down as far as you can. Like I said, you want to keep that plastic nice and tight against your substrate and pull it really tight because you don't want it to slip. And there you go. Now your block is made. And what you're going to have to do now is get a pen or a pencil, and you're going to see these little holes. They're perforated on the sides. Just kind of widen them up. I just kind of make new ones. There we go. And like a circle. Just the tip. Now what's this? This is going to help it get air, because mushrooms love oxygen. It needs gas exchange. And then you got to do the other side. Now, this is pretty much done. This is a done deal. I like to usually write the date on the side of the bag and what strain I got. Just to warn you, gnats are highly attracted to this. So it's nice to get a little cooking oil and put it on a paper towel and just kind of, just lightly smear it. And that'll protect it from the gnats. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the date. 2-14. And this is the yellow strain. So I'm going to put yellow, because I do, 3 different strains. All right, now that your mushroom block is done, you will want to go ahead and go to my other tutorials, what to do with your mushroom block afterwards. Never let your block sit in direct sunlight. Always put it someplace where the temperature is between 72 to 77 degrees. And just let it sit there. And within 2 weeks, it'll be fully colonized. And after it's fully colonized, that's when once you go to my box tech, you'll find that on my website at gpmushrooms.com. And that's how you're going to fruit your mushrooms. So, congratulations. Your mushroom block is ready to do its thing. All right. GP Mushrooms out.